Just start singing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Xmas Your Enthusiasm. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, Today's episode, this is the second episode of the second season, and the randomly chosen episode. There's some website you randomly generate, yada, yada, yada. Today's episode is The Spite Store from season 10. Season 10, episode 10, debuted March 22nd, 2020, if that's important to you. And if I'm being honest, I typed in 33 in my note. So according to me, it's March 33rd, 2022. I don't know what the fuck that is, so I don't know. Look it up. Anyway, so as we all know, this is not a review of the show or the episode per se. We're just keeping track of Larry's confrontations. Look at that. I slid right past the word transgressions for once. I'm learning, evolving, optimizing, learning. That's me. Big and small, just his confrontations, and we're judging, did he win this one or lose this one? And we keep on a running track, so at the end of it all, was Larry David the asshole we like to think he was, or was it pretty fair back and forth? But first of all, I just got back from my club, the sub club over at Panera. Yes, that does make me better than you. And I was walking over there, and there's this woman with a dog, and it looks like a fucking pit bull. I mean, it looks like a pit bull just got released from prison. It's been at the gym, and I'm moseying over to Panera to my club, and I couldn't tell. She looked nervous, like she was kind of yanking, trying to pull him. He was like didn't want to go with her or whatever. Makes sense. He was fucking driving, but anyway. And so then I started. I didn't. So then I'm like, is she nervous of him? She's scared he's gonna freak out because of me. Like I'm like 15 feet away. Like, is that what it is? Like, I just picked up on this nervous energy, and then I started thinking, wouldn't it be hilarious if there was a show about this people move in next door and they just have this fucking death hellhound. This fucking dog is just ripped to shreds. And just a fucking maniac pit bull, and he just fucking tears people apart. Like literally, like this is Cujo, but not as cute. Like this is he just literally eats the fucking neighbor's kids and doesn't give a fuck. And everybody's like, where's Mary Jane? Not the fucking dog ate her. God damn it. And the dog is just constantly just spit and blood pouring from his. I would fucking watch that show. That dog. I don't know if she was nervous or whatever, but I would watch that fucking show. Just another fucking, he ate this other family. Fucking A. Join us next week. Same shit. The dog eats the neighborhood. I'd watch that show. I've seen worse. Let me also say this. You motherfuckers on the train. The train gets crowded now sometimes. Take your motherfucking backpacks off your goddamn back. It's like it's like they're all carrying around the old TV with the cathode ray tube sticking out 2 feet from their backs. Take the shit off your back, hold it down alongside your leg like a normal fucking person. Learn how to live in a fucking society with people. But, sorry, I meant to say, I don't get paid by Wegmans. They should pay me. I would love if they paid me. I would literally do or say anything if they paid me. And if I'm being honest, they wouldn't even have to pay me that much. Let me say this. Another little thing of theirs I love. Their peanut butter cups. They're in-house milk chocolate. I have learned, it took me to the age of to realize there's a difference between dark chocolate and milk chocolate. And I much prefer milk chocolate. I didn't know there was a difference. I just thought everybody, anyway. They're milk chocolate peanut butter cups. They're small. They're like, not like the big Reese's Pieces. And I already love their peanut butter. Like their in-house peanut, just creamy. Now, it usually has nuts. I love these nuts. Come on, grow up, people. But the peanut butter itself is just creamy. And the chocolate's beautiful. You snap it. I like to let it get a little frozen. You snap that chocolate shell in half. And then just that creamy peanut butter. Wegmans, I don't know how you do it. They do it again and again. These fucking peanut butter cups are incredible. And let me say this before we get into the episode. Nobody asked, but I thought I'd give an update. No, since season 1 dropped, I have not gotten a girlfriend because of it. Yet. I mean, Maybe maybe Liz Hurley hasn't heard the podcast yet. Oh well, fuck. Who am I? I'm gonna go up against Billy Ray Cyrus. What am I even fucking thinking? I'm fucking crazy. Anyway, so let's get into season 10 season finale. The Spite Store. Right now, the current season, by the way, Larry scores 7-3. Very, I wouldn't say just respectable 7-3. 7-3 is fantastic. First of all, fuck these long ass episodes. I know it's a season finale, but 41 fucking minutes. There's at least one entire plot line, and let's be honest, probably two that are just pointless and useless. I don't know why they were even in there. Could have been snipped out, and nobody would give a shit. These long ass episodes are gonna kill me. I know you people are gonna love it because it's more me, and I get that. I mean, you think my life is empty? Yours is probably worse. But what the fuck am I talking about? I'm just joking. Anyway, so the Spite Store. The big thing is Larry is pissed at Mocha Joe's coffee shop from a previous episode. He's pissed off at Mocha Joe, so just to drive him out of business, Larry is opening up a competing coffee shop next door. Because he's rich as fuck and can just do this, just drive Mocha Joe out of business. That's the main big thing, and then there's other things, so let's get into it. The first thing we do, first transgression, god damn it, I knew I'd say it. So there's a big TV thing before, as Larry Store's coffee shop is opening, on what looks like the Today Show. They're doing a segment on his Spite Store. And so, of course, Larry gets in an argument with the reporter, about his pocket square. I mean, come on, Larry, you can't be, he's like, oh, it's ridiculous, you're not the king of England or whatever. Like, you can't be a man of the people while explaining to the people that you're opening a store just out of spite. You can't be that fucking rich and try to act like you're, Bruce Springsteen going up against the fucking guy because of his pocket square. Come on. So right off the bat, Larry, 0-1. Not good. But that leads us into the second, the big transgression, the overall Spite Store between Larry David and Mocha Joe. And first of all, let me say, based on the previous episodes and the actor himself, I love Mocha Joe. I'm sorry. Some of my judgment may be colored because I fucking love Mocha Joe. I'm always going to root for Mocha Joe. The actor was in Becker, where you've probably seen him, which, of course, is a connection to Ted Danson, who I don't think we've seen a lot so far. If at all, in the episodes we've done so far. But, yeah, like I alluded to it a minute ago, this whole Spite Store, at first I love the pettiness from Larry, like it's the most pettiest thing. At first it's like, that's awesome, but again, doing this, you're a super rich fuck, you're sitting around looking for shit to do, and you're going to drive this guy out of business. I mean, that's crazy, immoral, that's fucked up. I can't get behind that. Larry David, man of the people. Man of the people when it comes to pocket handkerchiefs or whatever. But otherwise, he's out. But, yeah, fuck that. The whole thing, like, I think when the first time I watched this, I was cheering Larry David. Like, yeah, Spite Store, that's so awesome. The petting. But now, if you think about it for more than 0 seconds, you're going to be like, yeah, that's some fucked up shit, Larry. Come on now. Try to be a human on planet Earth every once in a while. So, boom. Larry, 0-2, right off the bat. Now, he's talking to his doctor. I guess he hurt his knee or whatever. And the doctor, by the way, is, I call him Dr. Ray because he's Ray from Girls. Awesome. Any excuse to get him on TV, any reason I love. And he's like, hey, yeah, your knee's fucked up. Let's knock out a quick surgery on it. No problem. And then Larry, for no apparent reason, just turns his nose up. And he's like, do you mind if I get a second opinion? And it's like, why would you even say that? Just either make some sort of case for not getting the surgery, or just be like, all right, see ya, and then go get a second. Why would you bring it up? Just go out and get a second opinion. Why would you even fucking bring it? Just, I mean, again, I don't know why Larry won't just, I don't know, I guess he's been, reading doctor books or some shit. Anyway, so Larry, 0-3, Larry is getting run over this episode by me. It is funny, though. I did notice as he was leaving, Dr. Ray asked him if he needed to validate his car or something. That's such an LA thing, but like, is this what doctors have to think about in medical school? Like, one day you may have to validate parking. Like, it's like I'm trying to literally saving lives, but and I gotta get a 3-hole punch clip or something for this motherfucker. I mean, something you don't think about. Anyway, next transgression, fucking transgression. Here's Larry with Joey Funkhauser, who is, I guess he's Blossom, Mayim Blaylock, but she's now become a man. Okay. Not only that, but apparently it turns out he gave himself a huge dick, which is a big important part of the plot line. But of course, here we are, the season finale, in this already overstuffed episode. We've never seen or heard of this person before. Although, shit, no, I'm wrong. What am I saying? Yeah, it was Blossom. So, okay, there is a little issue there. Sorry. So, anyway, they're there at the club or whatever, and Joey Funkhauser, R.I.P. Funk, Larry, he's running the water, and Larry's bitching at him about, you can't leave the water running, because water is precious or whatever, Mother Earth. It's like, fuck you, Larry. How many gallons of water is pumped through every day for your fucking avocado toast with almonds or whatever shit? Shut the fuck up, old mother. Let him run the fucking water. What the fuck is wrong with you? 0-4. Wow. Larry's 0-4 so far in this. First of all, but let me point out now, 8 minutes before we see Leon, that is fucked up. That is not only fucked up, that is unacceptable. And Larry David, if you're listening, you probably are. Fuck that shit. 8 minutes, that's bullshit. And next, I have to point out, again, the big reveal is Larry saw that Joey, when he got his surgery, that stick a dick attaches. He got a huge dick. I mean, why wouldn't you? I guess. But then Jeff, my buddy Jeff, pipes up with asked Larry if he saw the balls. Like, why are you asking about balls? Like, I can see, you see some guy got a humongous dick sewn on him, like Raggedy Andy or whatever. You talk about, you'd have a laugh or whatever, and you might be like, gee, I wish I had a 14-inch dick that everybody talked about at the club. But no guy has ever thought, gee, how's so-and-so's balls? Do my balls measure up to so-and-so? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's totally fucked up. Not once have I wondered about balls. Barely my own, to be honest. Anyway. Next up, we have Larry confronts the firemen who Larry had to pull over. This fire truck came blasting by him, honking the horn. Larry pulls over. Boom, of course, it turns out they were rushing by him to get to Larry's coffee shop. They're sitting there drinking coffee. Larry comes in, he's all pissed off. Now, first of all, that is some white privilege shit right there. I mean, who the fuck walks up to firemen and just starts bitching at them about, like, unless they set fire to your house in front of you, taunting you, and like fucking your family, who's confronting firemen like that? Plus, also, like, I assume firemen talk to cops. Like, I don't know, does this make me whatever ist that is? Like, I would kind of calculate in my head, well, maybe these guys hang out with the firemen, like, and that maybe they talk, and so now the cops are going to be looking for your ass, to pull some dumb shit. So that's stupid. And also, hey, guess what? It's a bunch of firemen drinking coffee at your fucking coffee store. That's bad fucking business. Now, again, I guess Larry doesn't give a shit because the Spite store is all bullshit anyway. But again, that just really drives home what an amoral shithead thing. Although, is it amoral if it's a thing and the person is amoral, the act is immoral? Fucking A, I'm blowing minds here. Not mine, but am I doing an asshole character this episode? Anyway, yeah, fuck that, Larry. 0-5. Is Larry gonna get a fucking win this episode? Okay, now we have this this whole plot line. This is fucking. It's this pregnant couple that all of a sudden we're supposed to, they're all BFFs with Larry. Now, one of them is the husband is Sam Richardson, who we love. Sam, you should have known better. This whole plot line is stupid. I don't know. So Larry, of course, he's black, she's white, and of course Larry brings up, would you prefer one shade over the other or whatever? And it's like, all right, I guess this is one of those edgy things that only Larry David asks, but it's just stupid. It's just, you look like a fucking idiot. So Larry loses that one, 0-6. It looks like, and again, it's like we've never even heard of these people before, but all of a sudden Larry's asking such a personal thing. Like maybe he'd ask Jeff and Susie that if there was a applicable thing, uh, but come on, it's just this whole thing is just so fucking stupid. And of course, the other plot line you have to remember now is Sam Richardson gives Larry his watch that his grandfather gave him on his deathbed or some shit. The clock, something's wrong with the watch, and Larry's like, "Oh, I got a guy. I can have him fix it, no problem." That's not going to end in disaster. So he gives this watch to Larry. Again, never heard him before, whatever, but okay. So now, next up, Larry's 0-6. Next up, Larry like chases down an ambulance full of EMTs, and now he's yelling at them, just like the firemen. So, but I got to be honest, I was about to say the same shit. But the firemen, hey, EMT, you got to watch your shit. But then Larry says, if you guys keep doing this shit where you're doing your sirens, getting people to pull over for a fake reason, people are going to stop paying attention to you. They're never going to pull over. And I got to say, you know what? He's right. Now, it reveals itself later in the plot itself. But as he was saying this in real time, I was like, shit, you know what? Larry's right. If you keep doing it, people are going to ignore the fucking sirens when it is a real fire or emergency, whatever. So, boom. Larry gets his first win of the episode. Way to go, Larry. 1-6. Now, I want to point out a scene where now Larry goes to his second opinion doctor, another doctor. I mean, who does this? Just bounces between doctors or whatever. And both of them are super young, too. It's not like 80-year-old doctors Larry's had since, as a kid or whatever. But of course, this doctor, whereas the first Dr. Ray wanted to do surgery, this one is like, fuck that, let's do physical therapy. Now, I will say that is a bit of a tragedy because I did notice whoever this actor is playing this doctor, he's got great hands. I'm serious. If you're watching this episode, he's got great. Like I might let the actor do surgery, perform surgery. Like if I need someone to cut me up and stitch me up, I might say, hey, you know what? Give me the guy from the Spice Store, Curb Your Enthusiasm. But why is Larry even considering? Oh, and Larry's all happy. He's like, oh, great, I can do physical therapy. It's like, dude, you're 129. You would have spent your last hours on Earth, like doing vague exercises that maybe are helping. Just get the fucking surgery, get it over with. It's like half a fucking dessert or something for these guys. They wrap it up at lunch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who even thinks like this? So now the next one. Now, of course, he gets in a screaming match with Dr. Ray. Who gives a shit? Larry, 1-7. And even quicker now, he gets into... for some reason, he hates Paul Scheer, who's this real estate agent that I guess everybody knows at the club. And it's not even like a Newman Seinfeld thing, because Paul Scheer tries to talk to him, and Larry's just an asshole. Fuck that. I don't know why. I'm sure he's an asshole, but come on, Larry. 1-8. Now... we're at the club. Larry's talking to Joey Funkhauser with the big dick or whatever. For some reason, Larry takes out the watch Sam Richardson had given him to get fixed or whatever. He hadn't gotten it fixed yet. There was some trouble. Who gives a shit? Lays it on the sink while he goes to take a shit or a piss or whatever. Anyway, so then he comes back out and the watch is on the floor of this bathroom, broken to bits, smashed to bits. So he immediately confronts Joey, the ex-Blossom, with the Raggedy Andy sewn on dick. You broke the watch. How could you break the watch? And it's like, all right, again, you're rich as fuck. This kid's broke as fuck. He's slinging coffee for you. And as mentioned earlier, when Larry doesn't allow tips at Leapin' Larry's or whatever. So yeah, of course he's not going to let these guys get tips. So Larry's immediately going to throw him under the bus because his dumbass left his watch on a sink for some reason. But then Joey just says he knew it. He admitted, he's like, yeah, sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. You knew you broke it with his giant dick. And then he just leaves it lying on the floor in a pool of gross country club bathroom water or something. And then it's like, oh yeah, sorry about that. What the fuck? That's insane. good for Larry. He gets his second win of the episode. Let me say real quick, Vince Vaughn is in this for a second, and I have my thoughts on Vince Vaughn on the show, but whatever. But he's leaving Larry's coffee shop, and he just turns to Larry and says, "You're terrific," as he was leaving, and Larry loved it. The whole room lit up. Like, why don't I fucking do that with people just for no reason? Hey, you're terrific. I mean, look, it would help if I looked like Vince Vaughn and had the joie de vivre of Vince Vaughn and didn't repel people when I walked into a room. But something to think about, motherfuckers. That's a new saying. Something to grow on, motherfuckers. You're terrific. Actually, I guess it's like the awesome, you're awesome poster, my little brother, with the puppy dog pointing. Maybe that's what it is. Close enough. Anyway, the next confrontation, transgression, Larry goes to Sam Richardson's, and I don't know. Sam Richardson's got this weird couch that's like it's like a couch, but if you sat on it at a 90-degree angle, but it's out. It got the longest. You'd have to have like Yao Ming's lap times 5 or something. Like, it's so ridiculous. I can't even describe it. Obviously, who would buy that shit? Don't yell at Larry because he's a human who can't sit on this fucking monstrosity of a piece of furniture. So Larry wins that. He's 3-8. But why is this plot even in here? But Larry gets a loss in the same scene because after all this, then Larry's like, "Oh, by the way, I broke your watch," and it's like, what? You can't call ahead for this? Like, soften the blow? Like, hey, I'm coming by, and by the way, I broke your watch. Give him a minute to think about it. You show up and you sit down, you have a chat. "Oh, by the way, I let some fucker with his newly sewn on dick break your grandfather's watch that he left you on his deathbed." Call ahead. Come on, I mean, buffer that shit. You gotta call ahead. 3-9. Not good. Not a great episode so far for Larry. We got one more. The last transgression is Larry, of course, gets hoisted on his own petard. He's driving to the shop. Fire truck's trying to get him to pull over so he can get by. Of course, he says, "Fuck that." And, of course, he gets to his store, and it's up in flames along with Mocha Joe's. So he and Mocha Joe get in a fight. Larry's like, "It was an accident. I didn't." And Mocha Joe's like, "I'm gonna take you for everything you got," and yada yada yada. And then the show ends where it's like Mocha Joe buys the house next to Larry, and he's living it up and making life for Larry miserable. But it is crazy that Larry wasn't homeless after Mocha Joe got done with him. I mean, he literally went on national television bragging about a spite store just to put this guy out of business. And do everything that comes with it, being a shithead and just gleeful, broadcasting it to everybody on Earth. And then you burn down his shop. And it's like, I mean, how fucking easy is that case to win? Like, my cousin Vinny today could win that, no problem. Like, I can't believe Larry wasn't homeless after that. I mean, talk about an open and shut case, whatever. Anyway. So that's Larry's 3-10 for the episode. That means for the season, he's up to 10-13 after such a great start. Rough night for Larry, but that's episode 2 of The Spite Store. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.